Welcome back to the Void Arcade. I am your host, Brando Calrissian. We got Zach back with us again.
Yeah.
And Casey back with us again. Both of you, I think, have done 2 or 3 of these episodes at this point.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
True veterans.
So
I guess so.
What's on the agenda today, Sir Brando?
I'm living up to my promise to Zach on doing an episode on Hollow Knight.
Yes.
So,
This is
right
the
on.
final seal.
Silksong will release at the time of release of this podcast.
That's the only hope I have.
No.
If it doesn't happen after this, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Probably just play Hollow Knight
Oh,
again.
man.
That is not an actual promise. It will release when Team Cherry is done.
Indeed, it will release when it's done.
Yes. Whenever that is.
Super good stuff. It's just an incredible video game.
Yes.
I played it through, this is my second time playing it. And the last time I played it was several years ago.
Oh wow.
But it's so it's been good coming back to Hollow Knight.
I think I've beaten it 4 times.
Woo!
A couple times on the Switch. A few times on PC. I've never completed the boss rush DLC because that takes a long time, so I can't claim to have done that. But I've completed everything else multiple times. So,
Even Nightmare Grim.
oh yeah,
Okay. That really cements your credentials.
I can do that fight in my sleep. I feel like every time I come back to it,
Nightmare Grim.
every time I come back to it, I'm like, oh yeah, I know how to do this.
Goodness me.
I'm definitely the most casual one here then. My wife loves the game. Loves it. And so I'll boot it up on the Switch and just play it casually, you know. Sometimes I'll just mess around, run around the world. But yeah, I don't have any claims to fame with the game. I'm more just the casual gamer when it comes to this game.
Hey, you know what? That's A-okay.
Indeed.
Without the casuals, there couldn't be the alpha gamers, such as myself. Where should we start on our discussion?
Let's just start with a little game history. I think even the game history is interesting.
Yeah, it really is.
So we got, as developed by Team Cherry, a team of 2, maybe 4. You got
2 to 4, yeah.
We can name drop them. There's so few of them. We got Ari Gibson, William Pellin, with help from David Kazi, who is a technical director. He was hired on a little later, and Christopher Larkin, who's a composer for the music. He is also known for Risk of Rain 2's original soundtrack. So you might have heard of him.
He's a genius.
In other
I
places.
did not know that.
He's got some incredible music. That guy is just a genius.
I feel like there was someone else. Oh, Leth? Are you familiar with Leth?
I am not familiar.
I can't remember what his real name is. I think he mostly did promotion and marketing though for Team Cherry. So people usually include him in the list as well. So I guess it's around closer to 5 people in total. But
Closer to 5.
yeah,
It's still a small team, man.
it's incredibly small. My goodness.
Incredibly small, especially for the package they were able to put out. Woo!
When you take that into account, it really makes sense why Silksong is taking so long.
So long. Mm-hmm.
Because I think they've said that they're planning on making Silksong bigger in a lot of ways from the original. So it's gonna take a while. If it's just the 2 main boys, Ari and William. But yeah, it blows my mind.
But
Yeah.
wasn't Team Cherry one of the OG indie developer teams? I feel like when they right around the time Hollow Knight came out, or maybe I'm just imagining things. I don't know my facts. Fact check me. I feel like they were one of the big indie games with Hollow Knight, or at least that's kind of how it's felt. It's like one of the names that stands out to me when I think indie game.
Well, they are now, definitely. When the game first came out, though, it was relatively pretty small, pretty low-key. Because Hollow Knight had a similar development to Inscription, where the first appearance, quote-unquote, of the game was during a game jam. It was a little game called Hungry Knight.
Hungry Knight.
And the only similarity was that the main character was the knight from Hollow Knight. I can't remember exactly what made them go on with the idea, but they just decided to make a whole game surrounding this one character. And it was in 2014 that Hollow Knight first appeared on Kickstarter. Can't remember how much it was asking for.
They were asking for, I have the numbers, 35,000 Australian. And the game raised more than 57,000 Australian from over 2,000 backers.
Mm-hmm. So, like, it had a backing for sure, but it wasn't like the biggest thing ever. And I don't think the game actually got a ton of attention, especially outside of Australia, until a year or two later. And when the game released,
probably with the Switch release.
I think a little bit before then.
Maybe a little before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I can't remember when it was. Donkey mentioned it in one of his videos, and I feel like that was one of the first big pushes for the game that I can remember anyway. And it's important to remember too that when the game first came out, it wasn't as complete as it is today. Like there were many updates to it. So not to say that it wasn't it came out incomplete or anything. It was a full game, but like a lot of the stuff we know now wasn't in the game until later.
It very much lived and breathed with the alpha game life cycle of adding stuff and removing stuff.
Yes.
Adding in backer rewards. They had a ton of tiers where people could make NPCs or creatures or whatever.
Oh yeah, with no spoilers, right? Or with the backers.
Game's like 5 years old. You can probably spoil it.
Are you talking about that one graveyard?
Yeah, that's one of them. That was one of the tiers. I think one of the higher ones was a lot of the dream bosses are backer characters.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Really hands-on. The community got to be with that.
Yeah, it's very cool. And Silksong is following suit, because one of the bosses they've shown off already was a fan-submitted design from a younger player, I believe. I can't remember what his name is.
Ooh.
Yeah. But now, after all these years, Hollow Knight now has like an art exhibit, or at least it did at some point in Australia. Like it was considered art. High art.
Ooh. I'd consider it high art.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Freaking beautiful, man.
It's come a long way. Tons of people are hyped for Silksong. I'm sure whenever it comes out, it'll be a huge success, especially if Team Cherry is, if they even come close to the level of quality that Hollow Knight is at, Silksong will do wonderful, I'm sure.
Oh, for sure.
It's on like Elden Ring levels of hype. Do you remember the build up for Elden Ring?
Yes.
I don't know how close you followed the Dark Souls community, but they were just begging for Elden Ring for so long.
Dude, I remember talking about this with people like we finally got a new Elden Ring trailer I guess the summer before it came out. And then I was like, we still haven't gotten another Silksong trailer in so long. And Elden Ring was announced after Silksong. Not to bash Elden Ring, I love Elden Ring, but we've been waiting a long time for Silksong. It's been quite a while. I think originally Silksong was going to be a DLC, a paid DLC.
Yeah.
But they realized, we have enough for a whole game here. Let's just do a new game.
Well, surely, over the life cycle of Hollow Knight, it's been able to garner plenty of followers and, like you're saying, art exhibits. Did they get any like awards or game awards or anything?
You know, I was only able to find that they got 3 awards.
Really?
They were nominated for a lot of stuff. Yeah, it was weird. I was like, they should have a lot more for this. But
Right.
Australian Screen Sound Guild, Best Sound for Interactive Media. The Australian Game Awards gave it Independent Game of the Year and Best Australian Developed Game of the Year. So I guess that's 2 and 1. So they have 4. And then the National Academy of Video Game Trade Reviewers Awards. Design, new IP.
That's it?
So, that's it.
Apparently.
For a game this good, that's it?
That's it. They were nominated for a lot of stuff. I think there were some heavy hitters within the year as well. And like Zach said, the popularity didn't quite take off. Probably around the time it was supposed to be nominated for things.
Yeah. It is worth noting, though, if you just look at both major critical and just user reviews, like, the game does not go beneath, like, a 9, maybe an 8 out of 10, ever. Like,
oh, absolutely.
I mean, on Steam, I'm looking at it right now, it says there's over 217,931 reviews for the game, and 97% of them are positive.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yep.
So this is a 9-10 out of 10 game. Like, this is up.
Spicy.
It's up there.
It is so good. So,
It's really good.
if you're listening and you haven't played the game, go play the game. What are you doing here? Go play it right now.
Yeah, I think that's a good. I think that's a good segue, kind of, into how this podcast is going to go. Because I feel like a large majority of this game is your own personal experience and like the exploration, and I don't really think there's a lot we could talk about with that. Like, oh, I went here, and then I went here, and then I went here. So I think just to kick things off as we talk about it, we'll talk about like the first 10 minutes, because that'll definitely be the same for everybody.
Right.
And then we can kind of go into more of like, oh, how about combat or charms, build crafting, whatever.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Right on.
So what is Hollow Knight? What is this game?
It's about bugs.
Bug.
Yeah, there's bugs in it. Also, like, jellyfish.
Indeed.
Amoeba.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what the game is. It's bugs.
Would you say that it's almost like a dystopian bug kingdom? Like,
It's like-
used
It's
to be an
post-apocalyptic.
empire,
Yeah.
but something happened and you just fall into a hole from somewhere and you just start.
Oh my gosh, it's just like Dark Souls, you guys. It's just like Dark Souls.
Dark Souls ripoff.
Well, that is one of the obvious Souls-like influences in it. It's the setting, or the tone of the setting, I should say.
Mm-hmm. And losing all your monies on death.
Yeah.
Perhaps permanently.
But besides that those are like the only Souls things attached to it.
Yeah.
Because largely it's a
definitely,
2D Metroidvania action platformer. So.
Action platform. I'd say it's one of the best Metroidvanias. It's absolutely one of the best.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I agree.
It's got the controls in the game feel so good. Like, how do I describe it? It feels like snappy, zippy.
Yeah.
I've watched videos of people saying like, here's how the Hollow Knight or the Knight from Hollow Knight could be in Super Smash Brothers, and like the moves are basically the same as in game because it's like Smash Brothers where the controls are simple, but there's a lot you can do with them because it's very responsive. Yeah, it's very good.
There's a developer. This is kind of a different game, but one of the developers for Spyro the Dragon, when they were developing that game, they said they wanted to create the game to where even just controlling the character felt fun. Like anyone could pick up a controller and start moving Spyro around and it would be fun. I feel like that applies greatly for Hollow Knight too. Like just the movement, and as you progress through the game and unlock more movement abilities and figure out your own play style, like it's like it becomes muscle memory at that point. It's fun to move the Hollow Knight around and get better and better at the game as you move along.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember my first playthrough of the game, I would like, when I was just walking like down the street or something, my brain would be like, dash, dash, dash. Like I wanted to dash forward because that's what I was doing in Hollow Knight. So just like dash, dash. But I wish I could dash in real life. You know, that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be sick.
Mothwing cloak.
Yes. But yeah, even like I played Metroid Dread, which I thought it was very good. But even then, like, I think Hollow Knight still tops it for me. Because I do too. It takes everything about a Metroidvania and just like perfects it in my mind.
Yeah, I think the one thing, and maybe I was going to get to this later. I can get into it a little bit now, but the one thing that I think Hollow Knight tops over, in recent memory, I've played Metroid Dread and Axiom Verge, but what Hollow Knight I think absolutely nails is making it interesting to explore everywhere and to find secrets everywhere. Like in Metroid Dread, I was kind of curious to poke around, but because it was so almost linear and they were just invisibly leading me through to the end goal, like I didn't really feel the need to explore. And Axiom Verge backtracking was a pain in the butt, but Hollow Knight is just beautiful everywhere. And you have the dream teleport later that makes traveling around somewhat easier, but
yeah,
the movement's real good. And it's pretty, and there's always something useful somewhere.
I think part of it too is that you can find secrets literally anywhere. In a lot of other Metroidvanias, you can kind of tell. Like you go to a corner and there's like nothing there, and you're like, oh, there's a secret here. So I gotta spend the next 2 minutes looking for it. But in Hollow Knight, like there were many times where I was just walking along and just like swinging my nail, right? Just because, why not? And all of a sudden I hit a wall and I hear the sound like that's a fake wall. What the? And I'd find something that I wasn't expecting at all. Very cool.
So you brought up nail, perhaps for people that aren't familiar with Hollow Knight and they're just chiming in, listening in, still maybe aren't familiar with the world. I mean, we've described bug dystopian and like all that, but like, how does the big game begin?
The game doesn't really give you a ton of lore. Like it doesn't. It's a lot of environmental storytelling, and if you want to find the lore, you have to look for it. But the basic setting of Hollow Knight is you play as a little bug who has a little tiny sword. They call swords nails in this world, and you're just a little cartoon bug who ends up coming to this ruined kingdom. The game doesn't really give you a reason at first. All you know is that you are there to explore. And so you look around, you meet NPCs, you find enemies, all that good stuff. And if you look for it and you pay attention, if you even care, you don't have to care. But if you care, you'll find out more about the story as you go along. You'll find secrets, motivations behind characters, the history of this kingdom that you're in, which again it's just like Dark Souls. Wow. But it reminds me the most of Super Metroid, because Super Metroid was probably the first game to really do this with environmental storytelling. Stuff like in Super Metroid, you would find bodies of like space marines or whatever, just like sitting there, and you'd be like, how did these guys die? Where did they come from? And it just kind of gave you the feeling like stuff goes on here even when you're not here, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So Hollow Knight really does that for me, at least. Like I feel like this really was a kingdom. Like stuff happened here. Some of it is obvious what happened, and some of it you have to kind of infer for yourself, but the world feels very lived in, very realized. And yes, they're all bugs. It's all bugs, but they're cute bugs, so it's not like, gross or whatever.
Well said. Well said. Bravo. Very good overview. Nail on the head.
Nice.
So as you're exploring down there, or wherever you're going, you got that trusty nail, tiny sword. You can attack in the 4 cardinal directions: left, right, up, down. And there's also a couple of different spells you can collect.
Yeah.
Which use up a magic that you can gather by hitting things with your nail.
Yeah, it's called soul in the lore.
Soul in the lore.
Yep.
I really like the combat. Like you were saying earlier, it's really simple, but and especially with the charms that we can talk about too, it goes real deep. I feel like the skill ceiling is really quite high.
Oh yeah.
But it's simple enough that you can just like, okay, I'm gonna fight this dude, avoid being hit, and I will win.
Yeah, if you watch speedruns of this game, it's insane what they do. It's crazy.
I can only imagine.
Like they find ways to just kill bosses in 2 or 3 hits. It's nuts.
Spamming the spell and attack button to like animation cancel and stuff like that. Just
Yeah.
them super quick.
Really?
I believe for speedruns, it's mostly you just use spells. Nothing but spells, because you can make your spells very, very powerful very early on. I can talk about that in the builds a little bit later too. But
Oh, indeed. Yeah.
So, with combat, of course, and since we said this is a Souls-like, we drop our money when we die. Like, what happens when we die in this game?
that's actually one of like the first hints of the lore that I experienced. Because when you die, you drop your shade, which is just like this black, goopy version of you that floats around. And I remember thinking like, why do I drop that when I die? What the heck? Yeah, so it's basically like picking up your souls, except they fight back and you have to kill them to get your money back.
I remember my first time playing, I died several times with my shade, and I thought that was the stupidest thing.
It's like, wait, I have to fight myself to get my money back? What?
I have to fight my money.
And it gets your moves as you go through the game too. It has all the same moves as you.
Yeah. That is really a cool touch.
Gains more health as you gain health.
Yep. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
One thing I will say is a lot of people experience this, is that the first area of the game is kind of slow. And I would agree with that. My first time playing the game, I actually stopped playing for a while because I thought that's what the whole game was like. Because going back and playing it, a second or a third time or whatever, you appreciate it a lot more because it's a like slow burn beginning. Playing it for the first time, you might just be like, oh man, this is kind of boring. But once you beat the first boss, that's when the game really opens up. And that's also because you were talking earlier, Brandon, about how games will like invisibly lead you in a certain direction through a certain path. Hollow Knight does that too, but only for like the first quarter of the game. After that, it's completely open to where you can go and what you can do, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Once you reach the city area, that's when the game opens up.
You're free to go.
Pure discovery awaits.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Every time.
It's the only Metroidvania I've played still that does that.
Both my playthroughs, completely different. Yeah. Metroidvanias don't really let you do that. It's like you have to explore to get this upgrade to continue. And Hollow Knight does have a couple of those areas.
Yeah.
But they also have a couple areas that you can unlock with those simple keys. So you can kind of decide which one you want to do first.
My first playthrough, I went to Deepness first. After the city.
Oh, bless your heart.
Poor soul.
I didn't know what I was doing, but I went there. And then every playthrough after that, I'm like, oh, this is so much easier to go somewhere else first.
The first time I went to Deep Nest, it legit gave me the chills. Like, just the atmosphere of this game is uncanny, where you just, from one moment, you're in the dull, dim, just rocky caverns directly below Dirtmouth, and then you move over to the green, luscious, almost jungle-like green path. Then the next moment, you're just exploring green path, and then you fall down a hole, and then you're just in this death pit of centipedes and spiders, and it just... Occasionally there will be a little black shadow of a spider that'll just crawl across your screen, and you're just like, what? Is that an enemy?
And then you think like, oh wait, no, it's just an effect. But then it does turn into an enemy later on.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, everyone who plays the game, everyone has something to say about Deep Nest. That's for sure.
Yep.
I find that I end up going to Fog Canyon last most of the time because you need the shade dash to really get in there. But other than that, I've gone in all sorts of different routes.
I definitely appreciate that there's options in a world filled with linear games.
Oh, it's open world, guys! Wow, it's open world.
Ooh!
Wow, I love open world games. Wow.
But in a world of open world games, density is something that Hollow Knight has that not a lot of other games have, where like literally every room, every corner is just filled with either atmosphere, enemies, or secrets, or grubs.
Or grubs. Yeah.
Plenty of grubs.
Or the rare ability or a NPC to talk to, or charms. Charms are they alter gameplay mechanics.
If you played Paper Mario 2, it's the badges from Paper Mario 2, basically.
Great game.
Oh.
Love that game.
Also a good game, yes.
Did you guys have a favorite charm combinations? I'm pretty sure my absolute favorite is Hive Blood, without a question.
The one that lets you make mistakes.
Yep, the one that lets you make mistakes, because I don't trust myself.
I was actually wanting to talk about that badge a little later on if we talked about enemies and whatnot, because that badge is locked behind quite the boss.
That's a fun one.
That was one of the charms and one of the bosses that was added later in one of the updates. Yeah.
Cool.
That might be why it's a little more difficult.
For me and my wife, love her to death. She's a little OCD, and because Geo is always raining down as you're slaying enemies, Gathering Swarm. It was almost mandatory as I played to wear that, which was always kind of fun because, you know, if I ever took it off, she'd be like, what are you doing? And I'd be like, I'm just messing with you, hon. I'd throw it back on, but I mean, very handy in a game where there are some roadblocks that require money. These little light flies go out, grab your money for you, and take it right to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have like two sets that I usually use. I have like an exploring set and then the combat sets. The exploring set always has the compass, which is, you know, it's the most broken charm in the game, the compass. Gathering Swarm, and then just like, what else? I think I have the charm that gives you more soul on hit.
Oh, yeah. That's one you get pretty early on.
But yeah, it's basically the difference between utility and then like buffing damage and stuff. I love Quick Slash. That's one of my favorites.
Quick Slash. I liked Nailmaster's Glory and Heavy Blow.
Never really used the Nailmaster arts that much, to be honest with you.
Oh, what?
I don't rely on them a lot.
See, I use the dash attack for sure. And so charging that up just like a hair faster. Excellent.
To me, also, I like that word, faster. At a certain point in the game, I was like, man, I feel like I'm moving slow. I almost can't go without the Dash Master and the Sprint Master.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there were some bosses where I thought I needed damage. No, I needed speed. And so I just, in order to dodge things faster. And so Dash Master's almost always on for me.
I'm a sprint master enjoyer myself. That one's a great one, just for general use.
You know, either of those would have been great for me, but when I was fighting the last boss, I used the Shape of Un.
Yeah, that one's pretty good for some bosses as well.
Huh.
You mix that one with
Wiggle.
Yeah, you wiggle around, and then you have like quick focus on. Makes it a little bit better.
Plus quick focus, plus hive blood. That's just easy mode. That's how you turn on easy mode. You've heard it here first.
It's how you survive for a long time, that's for sure.
Uh-huh.
You'll kind of be hurting for damage, unfortunately, but you'll live a while, that's for sure.
Indeed.
I really liked the later game badge, Sharp Shadow, allowing you to damage as you dash through enemies. That also came in clutch too.
That's a good one for Grim.
I bet. Where you're only dodging.
Yep, you're just... we can talk about it when we go more into bosses, I guess, but a rule with a lot of the later bosses is you hit once and then run away. you don't combo or anything like that. You just poke them and then you back up.
No combos.
No combos.
No combos. So, build crafting.
Yeah, it's very rudimentary. There's not a lot of quote-unquote builds. It's just like whatever combination of charms you like, although there are some that interact interestingly with each other. There's a few charm synergies that go particularly well together, such as mixing Dash Master with Sharp Shadow increases the damage from your shadow to 1.5 times. Pretty cool.
What?
Mixing Sprint and Dash Master together gives you more movement speed in total. Defender's Crest mixed with the Fluke Nest. It replaces your flukes from like a bunch of little flukes into one giant fluke that just explodes in a gas cloud. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh,
excellent.
The Defender's Crest. That boss.
I love that guy.
Dude, that guy is amazing. Here's what I wanted to ask that I keep forgetting to look up. Salubra, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At one point she's all like, hey, don't equip charms. Could be fun. Do you get a passive bonus for having free charm slots?
Not that I am aware of.
Why would she say that? Why would she say that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe there's an achievement for it that I don't know of.
You can be overcharmed.
You can.
You all know this?
Yes.
If you can equip more charms than the number of charm notches that you have, but you get double damage
Yes.
in that state.
And for the enemies that hit you for 2 masks worth of health, that doubled is just pain.
Yeah.
Oof. Yup.
Indeed.
But you can do it if you're crazy.
Over charming is a common strat for speedruns.
I believe it.
Bapanada.
So maybe we go into, we've kind of touched on some of the new spells and abilities. You have like a fireball spell that'll go left or right. You have a abyss shriek, which is like an upwards spell that does buku damage.
It does.
And there's a
Ground pound.
Desolation dive.
indeed.
And that one's also good because it gives you iframes.
Does it really?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Where was I?
I think it's when you land and then the shockwave goes out. That's when you have iframes. So it's pretty useful. Pretty good to have. And each spell has an upgraded form as well that you can find.
I loved finding those. Those were always like Pog moment for me.
Yeah, Papago.
Big Pog. Mm-hmm. Indeed. It just made exploring fun. You just never know. You never know when you're gonna find one of those upgrades or whatever.
That's one of the best parts, man. Like almost everything in your inventory or in your arsenal has some form of an upgrade to it that you can find. It just makes it feel so good to find stuff.
Yeah.
So good. All you need is the Abyss Shriek, though. Definitely the Abyss Shriek is the best one, yeah.
I couldn't make it through the Trial of the Fool, the Coliseum, the little arena.
Mm-hmm.
Could not do that without the Abyss Shriek, because they pull in the walls and they have the spikes on the ground, and then
Yep.
you have to fight all those enemies in the air. Abyss Shriek. That's how I would get through that every time.
Abyss Shriek is the reason why Shaman Stone is probably one of, if not the best charm in the game. And it's when you get really early, too. Because it powers up your spells. So, it increases both the size and the damage of the spell, I think. So, you use Abyss Shriek with that. You're doing lots of burst damage really fast.
Good stuff. And there's also, I guess, kind of lumped into these is the Nailmaster skills. So the push and hold for the arts. The only ability that I never used the ground pound because I didn't know about the iframes, but I never used the cyclone, the push and hold and then release in the up direction for the spin, the Zelda spin. I could never find a good use for that.
That one seems to be the most situational out of all of them.
On my playthrough, the only one I ever found was just the charge up slash.
That one's it's good. It's just a really big hit. So
Big.
it's pretty useful. And then the dash one is basically the same thing, but you're doing it out of a dash, so I think it has longer range.
Yeah, it's big range.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw a video where if you have the dash slash, like there's a lever on the other side of a door somewhere, and if you dash slash, you can slash far enough to hit that lever through the door and skip like way far into the game.
Yeah.
Gee.
I love stuff like that. You can also skip all of Green Path by floating in the air with your fireball in the very beginning. It's pretty cool.
Huh.
Speed runs.
Speed strats.
Alright, well, should we talk about some of the cool areas?
Oh, indeed.
Which ones do you want to talk about?
Here's my top 3. You guys can tell me what you think. Queen's Gardens, super pretty. There's that one bench in there you sit down and it just like shows you I don't even know the name of the bug, but they're just like floating by. Super pretty. Crystal Peak, enjoyed the vibes and the lasers, and the Ancient Basin because the secrets in the lore.
All good.
It's a good time.
All very good.
Those are kind of my top 3, but I can't really say that the other ones are not just as good because the art design, impeccable design. So good. All of them.
Yeah. Hard agree. What about you, Casey? Which parts did you like the most?
I would have to say my favorite 3 is Green Path. I just love the music, the atmosphere. Every time I go there, it just kind of puts a calming smile on my face because it's a little bit of an easier area. Deep Nest. I actually really love Deep Nest after I got over how creepy it was. Like, it's just a fun area. And the third, because I'm kind of masochistic when it comes to challenges. I like the Path of Pain.
Nice.
I don't remember. It's been a while, so I don't remember the name of that area. But
it's the White Palace.
Yes.
Oh, with the buzzsaws.
Yes, with the buzzsaws.
the Super Meat Boy level.
Just figuring out how to get through there was extremely satisfying. Also, very pretty area. Trying to get to the end of the story and figure out what's going on, and just this huge roadblock is in your way. Very fulfilling, very good. Those are my top 3.
There's so many good memes about the freaking buzzsaws because It's like, why does he have so many buzzsaws in his palace? How did he get around? It's very good.
All right, Zach, lay it on us.
I gotta go with Green Path being my favorite as well.
Yo, Green
It's
Path
just-
boys, let's go.
Cause like that's when I first realized, like, wait, there's like a lot of variety in these areas actually. Cause it's all underground, right? But
Yeah.
Green Path it's like a nice comfy little place, you know? Like I could chill there. Then the City of Tears. I love the City of Tears. It probably has
Yes.
the best music in the game for me.
The harp.
The harp, and then the singing too in the second half of it. And then the third one would be Kingdom's Edge. I think Kingdom's Edge has a really cool vibe to it. That's where the Colosseum is. That's where the worm's carcass is. Very cool. That's where you fight Hornet for the second time.
Wait,
And-
what? There's a second time.
Oh, Casey.
No.
Oh, you
Wait.
sweet summer child.
Wait,
My boy.
you said Hornet. I just want to be clear. I just want to make sure. You said Hornet is like you fight him for the second time.
You fight her 2 times, yes.
My boy. You must fight her twice for the true end.
Okay, wait. I'm getting confused then. What's the is it the Bee Warrior? What's his name? Like that
The Hive
boss.
Knight? That's the Hive Knight.
Hive Knight. Okay, I thought his name was Hornet. See, that's how casual of a Hollow Knight gamer I am.
Okay.
It's
Hornet's
been a while. Okay.
she
Don't
like
worry.
jumps around and goes like Sean and all that.
Yeah. Okay.
Get dude.
The Silksong girl.
Yes, we're good. We're good. I still have my gamer card. I have
Yep.
beat the final true mode boss before. And I have
Alright.
done what you speak
Okay.
of.
all right, good. I'm glad we cleared that up. Yeah, it is weird that she's named Hornet because she's a spider. That's kind of
What?
confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's a spider?
She's the daughter of Hera the Beast, which is the Dreamer in Deep Nest.
What? Deepest lore.
I consider myself a lore master of Hollow Knight. I've watched every Moss Bag video. You guys don't know what that means, but
Oh, I know what that means.
Oh.
I've been watching some of those.
Oh,
in
heck
preparation
yeah.
for this.
Let's go.
I still don't understand.
dude, shout out to Moss Bag. He's a real one.
Shout out to the real Moss Bag.
The only YouTuber that I watch is Fireborn.
Oh, he's good too.
He's a speedrunner.
Yeah.
His content's fun.
Oh.
He's done some fun stuff, like the multiplayer mod.
I love it when it's like him versus 4 other people trying to hunt him down as he beats the game in 2 hours or something. It's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
We're doing a quick little plug for other Hollow Knight creators out there.
Yep,
They need it.
they need it more than we do.
Yeah. I will say the one thing going through my first time, I beat the game in, it was like 50 hours. I have at least 45 hours on Switch for my first playthrough. The second time that I went through and I did pretty much, I think I might have even done a little more. The second time around, it only took me like 25 hours. I shaved at least 20 hours. The big part for me was the exploring, and so the second time around I kind of knew where everything was. Kind of. It was still it almost was kind of irksome for some of the necessary items to be behind very secretive areas. I had to Google like where, so I'd spend like 20 minutes at a time looking at the map and like where do I go? What isn't connected with the tiniest of lines? You know?
Yep, I know exactly
What area has
what you're
not
talking
been
about.
explored? I can't figure this out. They're all explored.
You're just scanning over the map, looking for the tiniest gaps.
Yep.
Just like, okay, is there an opening here? Is there a doorway here? What have I missed?
it's like some place that you passed by like 10 hours ago, and you're like, oh, I'll have to come back here.
Right.
And then you just forget where it was.
And it turns out that is the place you've been looking for the whole time. You just didn't know it.
Yep.
Yep. I know exactly the one. Crystal Peak. There's a miner that's hitting a wall, and that is a secret wall. So if you, like, I killed the miner, but I wasn't close enough to hit the wall, so I kept passing by that area so that I could go through and pick up the item I needed on the other side.
Was it like a pale ore or something?
Yeah, I think it was pale ore.
Yeah. Finding all of those is a pain in the butt.
Truly.
Some of
But
them are
well
pretty
worth
hard.
it. Well worth it, though.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. I wish that there was like an in-game map, kind of. I enjoyed the exploring, and I liked that I was pushed to go beyond my comfort zone, I guess, the first time. But the second time I was like, if I'm just going to look up a map on Google to figure out where to go, then maybe this should be in-game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. Because they do that for the grubs.
Yeah, and they already did it with the grubs.
Yeah.
So I was like, why not with some of the other things? Because people are going to miss, and I already know I've missed a lot of secrets. People are going to miss other secrets. I'd hate for people just to not see the beauty of the Team Cherry work, you know?
Yeah, I get you.
In some ways, though, like, I feel you. That makes complete sense. If it's like to experience the game in its entirety is something that we all want and crave. But I feel like sometimes when developers don't spoon feed it to you, they don't just give it to you, and they expect you to see what they did to make the game that they have put so much love into, have you go on that adventure, and once you find it, that sense of relief and the accomplishment, I feel like, is probably what they strive for, but is probably why Metroidvanias in general are loved by many, hated by just as many.
I feel you.
I actually really agree with
you
that.
on that. You right. You're right.
Because it's kind of... I think of Elden Ring when you say that. Like, Elden Ring is kind of the same way. There's so much in that game, but the developers had, like... I guess the word I'm looking for is confidence. They have the confidence to be like, yeah, it's there. You don't have to go and get it if you really don't want to, but it's there. But we're not going to spoon feed it to you either, you know?
Yeah.
I kind of like that philosophy. It's the confidence.
You swayed me. My view may be a little wrong.
Yeah.
But I still don't think that some of the necessary ones shouldn't be behind closed doors. Like the charms, I think, because I don't know. I feel like the charms. There's got to be a balance of something somewhere. I feel like.
No, I mean, you don't need to agree with us if you don't feel that
Yeah.
way.
Everybody's different, you know?
I 90% agree with you guys.
It is.
It's going to be different for everybody, so.
It is always frustrating in the moment, though. That's undeniable. And then it's like, do I really want to look it up? It almost like hurts your ego, sort of thing, where it's like, oh man.
Right. Yeah. And I think, but to Hollow Knight's credit, though, I think even like for the majority of the game, though, I'm super down for the zoom in on the map and find the areas I haven't been and spend time to do that. And I don't think I would do that with any other game like Metroid Dread. I mean, if the item seeker function wasn't built in, I'm not sure I would do that in Dread.
Yeah.
You know, there's something that's really special about how they did the art, how they made the game world, how they did the moves and hid the secrets that make me want to stay in the world and have almost any excuse to just stay there and explore a little further beyond my normal comfort zone, so I can applaud that.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
I like that. I like that. You don't have totally trash takes, you know?
Well, you know, I'm half trash. I'm half trash, half gamer.
I'm the trash man.
Full gamer, full trash man.
It's me, the
half
trash.
cheese man.
Trash man. I live in the trash.
Oh man. Well, maybe I can redeem some of my opinions with the best bosses. Nosk, my first go around, I did not like because Nosk was very hard. But my second time around, the Nosk fight is very cool. I rest my case.
Wait, do you not know about the strat for Nosk?
The spot.
You sit in the spot, yeah. Yeah. That's all it takes.
No,
But yeah,
Nosk,
without that, he is pretty tough, I will say. If you don't do that.
Nosk is probably one of the main reasons Deep Nest gave me the creeps. Like,
Yeah.
there is nothing worse than just going through a deep, dark area full of spiders, and then just you see on the edge of the screen your character standing there looking at you, and you're just like, I want to go home, man.
What
What's that?
Herobrine real.
And
like
then,
zoinks?
and then you get to that spot where he was just standing and he's not there, and you're like, oh man. No, I agree. Nosk is one of my favorites too.
Mm-hmm. Good build up.
I like both Nosks.
There's two?
Yeah, the Godmaster version of Nosk is a little different.
Ooh.
What?
It has Hornet's Mask and wings.
Oh, spider with
That's
wings.
so cool.
No.
You have to get to it in the Pantheon of Hallownest, though, unfortunately. But yeah,
Oh, that's the last one, isn't it?
yeah, it's all the bosses.
Ooh,
That's the one I haven't done.
that is crazy.
Yeah,
For me, one of my most memorable boss fights was the Hive Knight.
I like him.
That's an excellent
Like,
fight.
that boss, more so than any boss in the game, including the final true end boss, Hive Knight of all the bosses gave me the most trouble. And so
Oh,
I feel like that's why it's the most memorable for me.
I like the noises he makes,
yeah.
and he's making them with his mouth, like definitely. So he just does that, and I'm here for it.
Are you gonna emulate what he does through his mouth?
Let's see if I can do it. He goes, "Bzzah, bzzah, ah,
Yes.
Bravo.
bzzah," something like that. And then he vomits bees, which is pretty cool. More bees.
That's a move. That's a move I can get behind.
Let me tell you, the bees in Hollow Knight, they're not to be messed with, man.
No.
They can pierce the heavens and you, because
Yep.
they turn into
But-
drills.
If you get that badge or that charm from beating the Hive Knight, the bees are your friends.
Yeah, they're your friends.
Yeah.
They are very cute bees, I will say.
They are cute bees, indeed. We gotta give credit where credit is due. Dung Knight is the lad.
The dung defender.
The Dung Defender. That dude is a king in my book.
It's one of the best battle themes ever.
Indeed. And you just volleyball his body around the arena.
Yep. And he's just like such a jolly guy, you know?
Yeah.
And I love how after you beat him, he's not dead. I love that. If you just watch his body fly off into the distance and then he just crawls back down.
Back into his poop mound.
Which apparently you can go find him and talk to him again?
Yeah.
Is that true?
If you come back to his arena a little bit later, he pops out of the ground and you can talk to him.
Mhm.
And then also you can find his bedroom. The poop hole where he sleeps. You can find that by ground slamming, and then that's how you do his dream fight. And then you get some neat lore about him too. If you do that.
Isn't he like the leader of the royal guard of the company or of the kingdom or something?
His real name is Ulgrim, and he was one of the 5 great knights of the Pale King. And if I remember correctly, he is the only surviving member now, as far as we know. Is it 5 knights or 4? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, he's the only one left. He's the one that wasn't influenced by the infection. And it's implied that he had kind of a thing going with one of the other knights named Isma. And that's why he's protecting Isma's grove in the royal waterways. And Isma seems to have turned into some kind of plant thing. Maybe she was kind of a plant creature to begin with, like the things in Green Path. We're not sure.
The more you know.
And then you get Isma's tear after you beat him, which lets you swim in the Sprite, which is pretty cool.
McDonald's Sprite.
In the McDonald's Sprite.
Yeah, dude, that stuff's lethal until you get the tear.
The Baja Blast in the sewers.
The Baja Blast. Oh, I'm getting blasted. Oh.
There's a reason that stuff came from Taco Bell.
And there's a reason why it's in the sewers. But yeah, Dung Defender, cool guy.
Cool guy.
Flukemarm. That's a boss.
Fluke Marm is a boss.
I literally just stood on a platform with the steady charm and just tanked off. Killed it.
That's all you do. Like, if you have the nail upgraded to a point where you can kill the little flying guys with one hit, like that boss, it's nothing.
Nothing.
More like an encounter.
Yeah. Fun fact for you, though, Flukemarm is canonically the god of motherhood and fertility in Hollow Knight. So, that's a fun factoid. Yeah.
That's a fact.
I hate those worm things. They're
flukes.
gross.
Yeah.
They're gross.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the flukes. They scared me the first time I saw them in the sewers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I killed one.
They're pretty gross.
And then the legs get up and they're like... and then I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, it's it's alive still.
And then the head gets back up too. You're like, oh!
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's something.
Good design.
Yeah.
Superb.
Yeah.
Really gross.
See, I'm trying to think of other bosses here.
Are we allowed to talk about the end game ones here?
Yeah, man.
All right.
The Hollow Knight fight plus Radiance. I think that's some of the best gaming that there ever has been.
It's quite good.
Mic drop.
It's such a cool idea. Like, on your first playthrough, if you don't know how to get to the true ending, and you're like, wait, the Hollow Knight is the final boss? But he was kind of easy.
I legit thought I was the Hollow Knight the whole time, and then when you walk into the room and it says the Hollow Knight, you're like, oh, and who am I this whole time?
That's like everybody's reaction. They're like, wait, I'm not the Hollow Knight? What?
But that build up though, walking in, breaking those chains with the violins, just the trill, building and building and building. The first time it gave me the chills. It was like, oh man, it's about to go down.
It's about to go down.
His head follows you too as you walk around that room. He's like looking at you as you're walking around, breaking the chains. So it's a really good build up. But you guys know the room before the Hollow Knight's room, where it's like all the white like runes showing up in the background?
Yeah.
Some of those are dicks, right? You guys thought that too, right?
Oh no.
The wieners?
No.
Yeah, the wieners.
Oh,
There's some wieners in there.
I didn't. I just knew that it was neon lights and there was a rock bit, but I did not notice the wiener.
There's one, it's one like asset in particular that they use for that. Every time I see it, I'm like, that's a penis. But anyway,
I better not Google that. Actually,
yeah, don't Google. Don't Google Hollow Knight penis. Don't do it. You'll get more than you bargained for, my friend.
Yeah, I don't think I'll find the asset that I'm looking for.
Anyway, that's a tangent that I didn't need to go on, but you know.
Boo! Aklomera! Ha!
The intro to the Radiance is so good too, because the freaking sun in the background turns into the Radiance.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
So good.
There's only 2 bosses in the entire game that have a full screen title drop. The Radiance is one of them, and yet the other one is Nightmare King Grim. So they're both big deals. It took me a long time to beat the Radiance the first time. It can be pretty tough.
Both playthroughs took me over an hour. My first time, I think it was an hour and like 45 minutes. I was just sitting there, just attempting that.
Yeah, part of it is that you have to go through the Hollow Knight every time to get to it.
Yeah, which it kind of helped me appreciate the Hollow Knight fight even more. And every time I would feel more sad that he was killing himself also.
Mm-hmm.
He was fighting the infection within. Like, man, I'm gonna weep for these bugs.
Yeah. The theme for the Hollow Knight is like, it's like sad. It's not heroic or triumphant or anything, it's just sad.
All because of the mistakes of a king.
No cost too great. Pale King is such an interesting character.
He is.
The lore is so good in this game. Holy crap. Oh, so good. But anyway,
You want to go into some of the lore? You want to go on that tangent?
We can. I can go off if you want me to.
How much time do we got?
Yeah, Brant, it's up to you, dude.
I got all night, man.
Sheesh.
Sheesh. Okay, so maybe we can go. We can talk a little bit about the DLC and maybe some NPCs, and we can touch on some lore before our last remarks. It's not really DLC, is it? It's kind of, I mean, at this point, it's all included in the base game. I mean, it's woven through the base game.
Mm-hmm. Game's $15, by the way. You get like a...
Right now, it's $15?
It's always been $15.
What? That's a steal, man.
You get seriously get like a 40-hour game, like, or more for $15. It's insane.
A steal.
Yeah.
I've actually seen one of the Fireborn videos I watched. He brought up how a lot of the Hollow Knight community has begged Team Cherry to make the game cost more because it's worth more than that. Like, they want to give them money for this wonderful game. They're like, it's at least worth $40 even, and they're like, nope, we just want it to be available for everybody. We're glad you like it. If not, support Silksong.
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting Silksong to cost more, which would be fine.
I agree.
But yeah, the Hollow Knight's $15. You get the base game plus all 4 or 5 major updates they did to it.
4 or 5?
Mm-hmm.
I just know about the Dream Nail, the Grim Troop, and God Home.
There was a smaller one that had to deal with the Lifeblood one.
Yeah, so
right?
there were, let's see.
There
were
Lifeblood.
a few major ones. So there's 4. So there was the Hidden Dreams update, which added a lot of the dream content. Then the Grim Troop. Then the Lifeblood update, and then Godmaster was the last one. So, 4 major updates.
I think I definitely, out of all of them, I appreciate the the Dreams update. That's such a cool, and I guess now that I think about it, it reminds me a lot of the Metroid Prime like scanning environment stuff. Like how you can just dream nail stuff and it'll just be like, hey, here's a sentence or two of lore.
Oh yeah.
Or like, hey, here's a additional boss fight. No extra charge.
That's part of that environmental storytelling thing.
Yeah. And it's so good. And that extra dream coins, what is it called? Not dream coin.
Essence.
Essence. Collecting the essence to power up the dream nail, unlocking the instant fast travel. It's a neat package, and it's seamless from the base game, and you need it for the quote unquote true ending.
Yep, very true.
I did enjoy that, but Grim Troop also has some cool stuff.
Oh yeah,
at least with Nightmare Grim, that's a good boss fight. Well, I haven't beat Nightmare Grim. Regular Grim is good. Nightmare Grim is hard.
Yeah, they're both. It's worth noting too that each update didn't just have, or each DLC didn't just have like one thing. Each one added like new NPCs, like just randomly throughout the whole world, not even pertaining to the subject of the DLC.
Didn't one of the updates introduce the Zote fights?
That was the Hidden Dreams update, I believe.
Zote.
Zote the Mighty.
Okay, you used to have to beat Zote 5 or 6 times in a row to complete that quest. Now it's only 3. They had to change it because it was too difficult.
Just every boss fight was adding another adjective to his name.
Yep, and he would do 1 more damage every time.
Ugh. Zote.
Oh my god.
I hate Zote.
Obviously, you don't live by the 57 precepts of Zote.
The only
57.
The only Zote fight I liked was the one in the Colosseum in the first round,
where he literally can't damage you.
And you kill him in one shot. Yes, that was the best fight with Zote. It's like, sit down, boy.
He's a knight of great renown. It's a big deal.
Indeed.
He stole our buggy waifu from us.
Nah.
He stole Hornet?
No, not Hornet.
Oh, okay, we're good.
that hoe wasn't loyal anyway. She dropped us for him as soon as he walked up.
That other beetle girl that you rescue in the fungal wastes or whatever.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Bretta.
talking about? Yeah.
Oh.
She blushes when you sit on the bench next to her.
Yeah, it's in her basement you find the Zote totem for his dream fights.
And then she slowly loses interest as you slay her thoughts of Zote.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up, actually.
You're entering her dreams and destroying her.
You're destroying her dreams. And Zote doesn't even care because he still just talks like she's like still there long after she's gone.
Can I just say that I don't like how that lady poops out the other charm?
Ew.
Charms.
Ew, yes.
Yeah, that's kind
I
of...
also don't like that there's so much money, but they're super worth it.
Yeah, they are. That's like the one thing I think in the game you have to grind for if you want it. Everything else comes pretty naturally, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then my boy Leg Eater, dude, he gets to have sex and then he dies. Poor guy.
Oof.
Oof.
Poor guy. Pour one out for him.
Pour one out for him. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. With the God Home update stuff, every time, well, not every time. I would go through that, but I don't like how they're like, hey, you should do less damage and have less soul and have no charms and also challenge yourself.
Oh, the extra stuff for all the Pantheons?
Yeah, the extra stuff.
Luckily, you don't need to do that to get the completion percent.
Oh, you don't?
No, I think there's just achievements for it.
Clout.
What have I been doing? I want the achievements.
Well,
Not really.
then you're gonna have to do it. But if you want the 112%, you don't have to do the extra hindrances to you.
I gotta go back now. Cause I feel I started it up the first time and the second time, and I'm like, I'm probably a good enough player that I could just start out with all this stuff turned.
Dude, I have not even tried to do that stuff.
And then that first gauntlet is like 1 million bosses long, and I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm not gonna try again. This took too long.
Well, forget that. No, I don't blame you.
Good content. I like that there's a high tier, high level. Good content for people like that want that,
Yeah.
That want the challenge officially in there.
For a game where the bosses are like a highlight, having a boss rush mode is a good call.
Indeed.
It's something that I wish Souls games would do.
That would actually be pretty cool.
They haven't really done anything like that. I think the closest thing we had was the Chalice dungeons in Bloodborne, but even then.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff. Best NPC, favorite NPC, Hornet, best girl.
Mm-hmm.
Is that?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty widely known.
True. Dung Defender, he's up there.
Dung Defender, indeed.
My boy, Corny Cornifer.
Yeah. Cornifer, man.
Mr. Cornbread.
Bafanada.
And his thick wife.
Oh dear.
Like, dang. The only person hotter than her is Cornifer himself. Let's go.
Every time we went to the shop and I opened up her inventory, my wife would always say a little, Bafanada, right along with her.
Yeah, that's me too. Kakabastio. Then there's Bug Yoda.
Yes.
My boy Elderbug.
Yeah, the homie.
Who might actually be one of the youngest characters out of all of them. Which is funny to think about.
I saw that in the lore video I watched.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Not sure how the timeline works.
I'll tell you who I hate, and it's the banker that stole all my money.
Did you take it back, though?
Both times. I didn't know where to find him.
Oh.
She goes to the pleasure house in the City of Tears.
Because you can beat the crap out of her, and you get interest.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do that.
She's just chilling in the hot spring.
Maybe I'll have enough Geo to get that lady to poop out the last charm I need.
Heck yeah.
Man, favorite NPC? That's tough.
I like Confessor Gigi. I think he's pretty funny. Or she, I'm not sure. Fun fact, if you didn't know, Confessor Gigi is not in the game if you do a Steel Soul run.
Yeah, it's replaced with another NPC, right?
Mm-hmm. His name's Steel Soul Jin, I think. Something like that. It's pretty interesting.
Steel Soul. I can't imagine even trying the game on Steel Soul.
I did my first Steel Soul run in preparation for this, but I only made it, I think, a little over halfway.
Oh.
Because I got cocky and I died in the second round of the Colosseum.
Wait, you did the Colosseum?
Yeah, you need it because there's Pale Ore there in the second round.
Oh.
And I'm like, I need that to get the Pure Nail, so.
Yup.
But I should have gotten more health and more charms before I did it, but I thought, like, oh, I'm pretty good at this game, I'll just do it. And then I died. And I was like, oh, I guess so. I guess that's it.
F's in the chat.
I don't really feel like starting another run, so.
I remember my favorite NPC. My favorite NPC is the man who journeys with you. Quirrell?
Quirrell!
I love Quirrell.
Quirrell is the realest one. He's
just,
actually my favorite.
Truly.
Yeah.
I love that moment when you just find him sitting on a bench, you sit down next to him, he just looks at you. and then just starts talking a little bit. I love it.
Just chill. He's just a chill guy.
His story is like, it actually brought like maybe a single tear to my eye when I finished out his storyline. I was like, oh, I'm never gonna see him again. Oh,
yeah, it's a bummer. I like to imagine that he talks like Obi-Wan, because the first thing when he greets you for the first time, I think he says, "Hello there." So he's Obi-Wan, bug Obi-Wan to me.
Hello there.
Yeah, that.
Got it queued up for you.
And then, so I have a card mat that I used to play like Magic and stuff. I got a custom one that's a screenshot that I took of the very end of Quirrell's Quest when you're sitting with him at the lake.
yeah.
That's my card mat.
Yeah,
Oh,
the lake.
which
The blue
is the
lake.
rain. Which is the rain for the City of Tears.
Yeah, the game has a great sense of geography to it as well.
It does.
Yeah.
Things make sense where they are.
There's a lot of good serene moments like that where you just kind of sit down and appreciate the land.
Yeah. A big part of that is the sound design. Like, holy crap, whoever did that,
Yes.
big props.
So good.
I guess he doesn't really count as an NPC, but another one of my favorites is Grimm himself. I love Grimm.
Grim.
Yeah. He's an edgy boy.
Truly.
It's so funny, too, because I've watched a lot of fan animations and stuff for this game. And all the ones for Grimm, they give him, like, this sultry voice, make him sound all cool and stuff. When in the game, it sounds like he's been smoking 2 packs a day for years. He's like... I always thought that was funny.
It almost... I guess this is a sidetracking. But there's almost a teeny tiny part of me that's like, man, I wonder if Team Cherry just like hit the jackpot on everything. Just by complete accident. Like, let's make this video game. Bugs, yes. Metroidvania, yes. Alright, let's smash this all together. And then it's like a global hit, and I wonder if they just sit there in their chairs some days and think, man, this should never have happened to us.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
I would not be surprised one bit if they think that. Like, because from what I've seen and heard of them, they're just like a couple of guys. Just a couple of guys over there,
Yeah.
A couple of Aussie lads over there. I remember in an interview, I think it was Ari that said it. He was like, yeah, we just went with bugs because they're easy to draw and design for. We don't have any particular, like, bias towards bugs or anything.
Wow.
If you want to, Zach, you can go into the lore as much as you want. This is your time.
Oh, jeez Louise.
This is your moment.
Okay, well...
You can make the attempt. I've watched a few videos, but I don't think I got nearly as much a grasp. As much as I understand it, the Pale King and then the Queen, and they had a ton of these... Anyway, the tons of babies, and they all were sacrificed till they found a very strong one. But it wasn't but it was not strong enough, or it was strong enough, but they sealed him away, and then he wasn't strong enough. And that's about the majority of the lore I can tell you. And that doesn't even make barely any sense.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you basically got it. I don't know where to start. I guess, is there anything you have questions about? Maybe I could answer.
So, like, the Pale King, the kingdom was, like, dying or something, and the king was like, hey, I gotta do something about this. Right? That's kind of where the story starts with.
Kind of. So, before the Pale King even arrived in Hellenest, or the land where Hellenest was going to be, there were people living there, or bugs living there long before that. There was this really ancient civilization that worshipped the Void, which is the big black goo that lives at the bottom of the abyss. It's implied that the Mantis tribe has been there for a long time. The bugs of Deep Nest. the Mosskin and Green Path. All these kingdoms, factions, they were there long before. And one of them was the Moth Tribe. And the Moth Tribe worshipped the Radiance. And the Radiance is a dream being, so it communicates and gains its power from the dream realm, which is where you go to fight dream bosses and stuff.
Yeah.
But then one day, the Pale King, who is a worm with a Y, not an O, he just rolls up and he's like, yeah, this is mine now. It's my place. And the way it's described is that he gained a new form. He cast off his shell, gained a new form. So he used to be this giant worm, and then he became the little Pale King guy that we see. And he established Hollow Nest. I can't remember all the details, but at some point, the Pale King is able to convert the Moth Tribe onto to his side, to his religion, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
And the Radiance didn't like that. And so the Radiance started invading the dreams of the bugs of Hollow Nest and basically taking over their minds.
The plague.
And that's what the infection is it's the Radiance's influence invading the minds of bugs. So the Pale King, I can't remember exactly what they did, but somehow they made it so that all the Moth Tribe forgot the Radiance just entirely, because it gets its power from being remembered, being thought of.
Mm-hmm.
But then there were still remnants of the Radiance, and whispers of its existence left, and eventually it came back. And so that's why the Hollow Knight was necessary. The Hollow Knight is a completely empty vessel that is able to contain the Radiance entirely. But the Hollow Knight was not perfectly hollow as it was meant to be, and that's why it starts leaking out. And yeah, there's a lot more I could go off on there, but that's the basic idea. So you find out eventually the goal of your adventure in the game is to put a stop to the infection, and there are multiple endings with different solutions to that. So Pale King's not a good guy, more or less. He's like a gray, neutral character. He has his own wants and ambitions. Technically a god, because he's a higher being. The White Lady's a higher being. The Radiance is a higher being. That's just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more.
I am remarkably surprised at how much lore they can cram into this game that you can pretty much completely miss at least 50%, if not 90% of all of the lore. I have no idea how it was pieced together. I don't know what big brain geniuses were able to do that.
I don't know either.
My first and my second time, totally no clue, barely any clue, just a fraction of a clue of what was going on.
Same.
Yeah. Hollow Knight probably has the highest number of child genocide for a minigame. That's pretty cool.
Oof.
Yep.
Because the Pale King was not a good dad.
Yeah. I must find the perfect vessel. Well, guess what, bud? You darn messed up.
Yeah. I like the theory on that there's no such thing as a perfect vessel. The whole thing was just kind of futile. Makes it a lot more tragic. But then some people think it's implied that your character, the knight, in a couple of the endings, they think it's implied that your character is perfectly hollow and is able to contain the Radiance then, but I don't know.
See, that's what I thought. When you see, and this is, when you see the part where the king chooses the Hollow Knight, but then the Hollow Knight looks back at you, and when I saw that, it almost made me think, he knew it wasn't him.
I've never thought of it that way before.
He knew that it was supposed to be you, but he went along with it anyways, and then you fall back into the pit.
That is a really interesting interpretation of it. I've never thought of it that way.
And so I always thought from that moment on, that was on my second playthrough. The first time I had no clue what was going on whatsoever. But when I saw that, I was like, okay, that's why I'm playing this character. I'm the only one that can do this.
I like that idea. That's an interesting theory.
Yeah, I like what you bring to the table, sir.
The most casual among us has something worth to say. Yes.
Among Us.
Among Us. I didn't mean to say that, but Among Us.
That's better than the freaking theory that Pat did. That's for sure.
What did he say?
Oh, brother. He said, I don't know if he thinks this still or not. I don't really care, but his theory was that you play as another reincarnated form of the Pale King. But then literally everybody and their dog pointed to the scene that Casey was just talking about, the flashback. It's like, no. Because there's a scene where you're in the same room as the Pale King. So, yeah, that got... And then Mossbag did like an hour-long video debunking everything in it. It was pretty epic, dude. Pretty epic takedown. Yeah.
Sheesh. So there is the quote unquote true ending with the dream nail and you contain the radiance.
I don't think there is a true ending actually. I think they've said
is the God Home ending the truest ending?
I think they've said that all endings are technically canon. Like it's split. Because
how am I supposed to know where Silksong begins?
Apparently they've said that they're going to account for all of the endings from Hollow Knight in Silksong, so who knows what they're going to do.
Are we going Legend of Zelda style here? The hero leaves, the hero dies, the hero wins?
No, I think it just means that there's going to be multiple endings for Silksong that tie into subsequent endings from Hollow Knight.
And Silksong is a follow-up or a precursor?
That I am actually not sure on. I think it is a true sequel, but I don't know, I could be wrong on that. It's a good question. Because there is an ending from Hollow Knight where Hornet gets stuck in the Temple of the Black Egg with you.
Yeah.
So
I'm not sure how they could sequel off of that.
Yeah. We'll find out when it comes out. Which is soon, right, guys?
Well,
right?
I mean, according to Jeff Keighley of Game Awards fame, when he was doing the Summer Games Fest and they showed that new preview of Silksong for Day 1 Game Pass, allegedly, they only included games that would be released within the next year.
So, theoretically, it should be out within the next 7 to 8 months?
Yeah, theoretically, within the next 7 to 8 months, it will be released at Day 1 Game Pass.
Oh, baby, please. Please. I'm ready for it.
He's dying over here.
When you say that, I just think of like this skeleton with a beard sitting in a wheelchair, sitting in front of a countdown timer of Silksong with just question marks on it. Please.
Please. Please, I've been waiting for so long.
I think what'll be especially cool though with Silksong is like Hollow Knight, the development was pretty transparent because of Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
And they were always like development updates here and there, and then it released and there were still development updates. But Silksong's just been mostly quiet, so that'll be a treat.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It'll probably be their magnum opus, because I mean, where else would they go with the story? I mean, they could do a precursor, like maybe you play as the Pale King taking over Hollow Nest, or who knows?
I don't know. I'd be down for Team Cherry to just explore other ideas, you know? They don't have to just make Hollow Knight games forever.
True.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a there's a game that got announced, I think, during Summer Game Fest this year called, what is it, Crowsworn?
I heard about that.
It's like a mix of Hollow Knight, Bloodborne, Castlevania. It looks really cool. So like Hollow Knight itself has like inspired a ton of other developers to make games of like similar quality, similar kind of, I don't want to say style, maybe like animation style, art style a little bit. With like the pre-drawn assets and everything. So like stuff like that, I'm excited to try out as well. Like, and so if Team Cherry wants to go on and be like, hey, we're gonna make another kind of game as well, I'll be like, sweet, I'll be there to try it. Yeah.
What about final remarks? I think it's pretty apparent that we probably all recommend this game.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. If you ever feel like going out to eat one night, maybe spending, getting a nicer burger combo meal, change your mind, buy Hollow Knight instead. Enjoy the game for weeks on end. There you go.
Put down the DoorDash app. You're not ordering freaking Popeyes for dinner, all right? You're going to buy Hollow Knight and you're going to play it. You're going to like it.
If you like Metroid, if you like Dark Souls, if you like 2D side-scroller platformer fighters,
if you like bugs,
if you like bugs, Hollow Knight is your game.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
The word that I used in my written review is gobsmacked.
Absolutely gobsmacked.
Hollow Knight will leave you gobsmacked. Yeah.
Smack your gob.
I'm not sure I have played a game that is, let me back up. It's polished. It's wondrous. It's intriguing. It's incredibly well designed, well done. Lore good, combat good, bugs.
It's just like one of the most complete games I've ever played.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's the kind of game where I could potentially foresee in the future that when my son gets old enough, I'll say, hey son, you want to try this? And me and my wife will sit down and watch our son explore Hollow Nest, and we will love every second of it. It's a game for the generations.
I believe that.
Heck yeah, dude.
And
Timeless.
at $15, I mean, it's so hard to, you can't top that.
Yeah,
$15.
You get your money's worth and more.
And I think the subset, the niche of people that won't enjoy Hollow Knight, like maybe, like you said it very early on, the slow burn in the beginning, maybe people will get to that point and they won't like it. But, I mean, that's within the first couple hours. I think people, if they give it a chance and they let it grow on them, they'll know pretty quick if they'll enjoy it or not.
Just try and get to the part where you get the dash. The dash changes everything.
Yeah.
Generally, the only bad reviews I've ever seen or heard about come from people that think idle mobile games are hard. Like, it does it if you're not willing to put in any work into the game, like if it's not Kirby simple, then maybe Hollow Knight's not the best for you. But I feel like that is the 3% of people out there. Like, if people are out there willing to give it a shot, majority of people will enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. And if you're not a completionist, you don't even have to complete the game. Get a ton out of it. Like,
absolutely.
You can do as much as you want, go at your own pace. It's you can make it a chill, relaxing game, or it can be a try-hard, sweaty game. It can do it all. That's one of the great things about it. As of right now, the Hollow Knight subreddit has 350,000 members, but I feel like the actual community is a lot bigger than that.
Oh, for sure.
I feel like I see a lot more content for it than that, like just for that number.
Which, I mean, we've already thrown out some of the staples of the community for Hollow Knight tonight. A couple of YouTubers and right, lore buffs.
If you haven't watched the speed run for this game from GDQ 2019, I think it was the opening game. That's a really cool speed run to watch. It's a lot of fun. And then they do the Path of Pain as well as a donation bonus. It's also really fun to watch.
And I already threw out his name. Fireborn makes great content, and he plugs a lot of other smaller Hollow Knight YouTubers in his channel as well. But he's got some fun content with mods and challenges. Like his most recent video, I think, was they got 100 players into one world, and they played in infection tag.
That's insane.
He's got some really fun content, so definitely give him a shot if you like Hollow Knight content.
And then if you want to know about the deep lore, and also how Cory in the House is the perfect anime, go check out Mossbag.
I've been watching his lore videos, and they are good.
He got Vati Vidya to do like a segment in one of his videos, so that's how you know he's legit.
Nice.
I love how like all these Souls like games have like these lore guys that all know each other. Pretty funny.
I think that's all I've got.
Yeah, we've been going for a while. It's probably a good place to stop.
Yeah, probably. Well, anybody got any social media plugs? I just got the usual for the podcast. It's on Twitter. If you go to the Anchor website, you can find this podcast anywhere.
Freaking anywhere, baby.
If you think I'm funny, you can go on my YouTube that I haven't posted to in 2 million years. And that's it.
He's on the JonTron schedule. So
I'm on the JonTron schedule right now, boys. I have 6 hours of footage I have to edit into a video right now.
Let's go.
It'll be 1,200 years.
But Name Brand's content has the quality to match JonTron. Like, seriously, give it a shot. Even if you can't watch his videos, just listen to them. They're great. Great vids.
Thank you, sir. What about you, Zach? What do you got? You got socials?
I mean, yeah, I haven't posted to them in a while, but I'm hoping to change that eventually.
You got Hollow Knight art?
No, I have a few work in progress ones that I've never finished that I could always do, but
Post your whips, man.
I should. But yeah, it's just Zach Advanced on Twitter and Instagram. Again, I haven't posted in a while, but hopefully that'll change.
Well, anyway, that's Hollow Knight and the Hollow Knight post show with all the social medias.
Yeah.
Thank you all for tuning in. And thank you, Casey and Zach, for riffing with me.
Anytime.
I love riffing.
Good stuffs. I guess that'll be a wrap. I'll play us out. Bye.